Singapore is rolling out a support package worth $1.1 billion to help businesses and workers embattled by the latest COVID-19 restrictions. Among the worst hit are stallholders at government-run markets and hawker centres, as people shun these places due to an outbreak of COVID-19 cases. They will now get a one-off cash assistance of $500. Li Ying with more.
It's been nearly a month since the Bukit Merah View Market was reopened for business after it became the epicenter of an outbreak in the neighbourhood. Businesses had barely begun to recover before they were hit by a new blow. The ban on dining in during Phase 2 heightened alert and drop in footfall are why half of the 84 stalls at the hawker centre have chosen to stay closed for now. Those who soldier on are barely getting by. They say the one-off $500 payout takes away some of the pressure.
他这之前我们的收入一个月扣掉收费什么，我们还会有1300-1400块。现在很惨，一个月扣到完只有500-600块的收入。这500块虽然不多，但是对我们最少有一些帮助啦。
好过没有咯，才能讲够不够，对不对？啊，这种东西政府的东西是人力而已嘛。 他尽量做，我们尽量看怎么去接受咯。
Business at the wet market beside the food centre is equally dismal. This food stall owner says the cash assistance helps cover his losses, which amount to about $1,000 this month.
水果差不多3交3天4天就坏了，连存差不多可以耐到1个礼拜而已，所以很难讲，没有生意就没有办法。
Even at hawker centres not hit by COVID-19 cases, the situation looks just as bleak. Business has plunged by about 70% at Newton Food Centre since dining in was disallowed. Even though a third of over 80 stalls here are on food delivery platforms, they say orders have not been coming in. What stallholders found helpful was the one-month rental waiver announced a week ago. One says she has been dipping into her savings just to pay her $3,000 a month rent.
We are trying our best so that we can pay out the rent. That is the most we are targeting for. There was 2-3 a month I've been paying from my pocket. So it's like 50 earning and 50 from my pocket.
My monthly rental is about 4,000. If waiver for the month, if I'm still open, I can still break even with 500 or 600 that. The sales. Hopefully, government will provide more waiver beyond the heightened alert.
In total, stallholders have been given 8 months of rental waiver since last year.
Now, the assistance to hawkers and market stallholders is just part of a raft of measures to support those affected by the 4-week Phase 2 heightened alert, or P2HA. Now, here's a breakdown of what workers and businesses can expect. An enhanced job support scheme will cover between 40% and 60% of employees' wages. More help will go to hard-hit businesses such as gyms, as well as those in F&B and performing arts. The support will then taper to 10% for the rest of August. SMEs and eligible non-profit organizations are not left out. Rent will be waived for the full P2HA duration for those on government-owned commercial properties, and it's half the duration for the privately owned properties. The Alliance of Frontline Business Trade Association says it looks forward to more details on mandated rental relief from landlords. It adds the move will go a long way towards creating a culture of fair sharing of burden. Meanwhile, local retailers can get up to $8,000 to help them get on board e-commerce platforms, which include the likes of Lazada and Shopee. Workers affected by P2HA restrictions can also apply for payouts. Up to $700 will be given to those forced to take no-pay leave, and up to $500 to those who have lost half of their income or more for at least a month. Finance Minister Lawrence Wong says the support package was put together based on input from business leaders and trade associations.
I hope all of these measures will help our affected workers and businesses tide through these challenging times. Remember, you are not alone.
Another $30 million will also be pumped into support taxi and private hire car drivers amid an expected decline in ridership during the month-long Phase 2 heightened alert period. Drivers will now receive $20 each per vehicle until the end of August and $10 per day in September. This is double the extended support announced last month. Transport Minister S. Iswaran says the added support will benefit over 50,000 drivers and it will be rolled out in the next 2 weeks. A total of $482 million have been set aside for the sector since the pandemic hit. Taxi and private hire operators, as well as the National Taxi Association and the National Private Hire Vehicles Association, will also continue to provide their own relief packages to affected drivers.